Ever sent a text and immediately wished you could unsend it? Like that horrible feeling when you reread it and realize it sounded completely rude in English?
Oh, 1,000%. You wanted to say something simple, like, I'm busy right now, can we talk later? But it came out sounding like, go away, don't bother me. Your friends get confused, your boss thinks you're being short, it's the worst.
Exactly. We've all been there. It's that digital panic attack. Have you ever felt that your personality just disappears when you type in English? Like all your warmth, your humor, it's just gone. My student Steve told me a story last week that perfectly captures this. He was trying to organize a surprise birthday party for his friend via a group chat. He's a super fun, energetic guy in Spanish, but his texts were so direct. Send money now. Confirm your attendance. No late people.
Oh no.
His friends thought he was angry. They started messaging him privately, asking if he was okay. He felt terrible. He wasn't being a drill sergeant. He just didn't know how to add that friendly, casual tone in his writing.
We know this feels overwhelming. It's like you have to be a grammar expert and a mind reader. But what if I told you the solution is already on your phone? It's free, and it can transform your spoken English faster than almost any other tool.
Today, we are fixing that communication gap for good. We're talking about WhatsApp voice messages. Forget boring drills. We're going to show you how to use this simple app to find your voice, your confidence, and your personality in English.
And look, this isn't just about memorizing grammar rules or sounding perfect. We can all agree that's boring. This is about connection. It's about finally being able to send a message to that international friend or that colleague or even your crush without spending 20 minutes rewriting it in a panic.
That's the core of it. This is about closing the distance between what you want to say in your heart and what you can actually produce with your mouth. It's about the joy of being understood, not just your words, but you, your humor, your kindness, your excitement.
I literally had a student, Anika, who used these exact drills we're about to share. She was so shy. After 2 weeks, she sent me a voice note. She had just successfully navigated a customer service call entirely in English to solve a problem with an online order. She was practically shouting with joy in the message. She said, Emily, for the first time, I didn't feel like a student. I felt like myself.
Goosebumps. That's what it's all about. It's not about passing a test. It's about living your life in English with freedom. So if you're ready to stop feeling invisible and start feeling connected, stick with us. Because today, you're not just learning, you're joining the DialogueBoost family, and we're going to do this together. All right, before we jump into the how-to, we need to talk about the traps. These are the common mistakes we see learners fall into every single day. And the first one is a big one.
It sure is. Mistake number 1, the translator trap. We had a student, Maria from Mexico. She's wonderful, so expressive in Spanish. But when she started with voice notes, she would think of a sentence in Spanish first. For example, to say she was feeling a bit sad, she'd think, me siento un poco triste.
Then she would directly translate it word for word.
And what did she end up saying?
She'd say, I feel myself a little sad. In English, I feel myself has a very, very different, very physical meaning. It doesn't mean I am feeling. We just say, I feel a little sad. She was mortified when she found out. It's a classic example of how direct translation can create awkward or hilarious misunderstandings. The goal is to start thinking in English, even if it's simple thoughts at first. So true. Which brings us to the next pitfall. Mistake number 2, perfectionist paralysis. This one is personal for me because I used to do it when learning another language. It's when you try to record the perfect voice message. You record it once. Ugh, my pronunciation was bad. Delete. You record it again. Ugh, I used the wrong word. Delete.
Oh, I know this one. You end up spending 10 minutes trying to record a 15-second message.
Exactly. A student of mine, Chen, confessed he once tried to record a simple happy birthday voice note 22 times. In the end, he got so frustrated, he just gave up and sent a boring HBD text. He let the fear of being imperfect stop him from connecting at all. Remember this: practice is better than perfect. An imperfect voice note sent with real emotion is 1,000,000 times better than a perfect voice note that never gets sent.
I love that. Okay, final one, and this might be the most subtle but most important. Mistake number 3, the monotone robot. This is for our more intermediate learners who have good grammar and vocabulary. My student Priya had this issue. Her English was technically flawless, her sentences were perfect, but when she sent voice notes, she sounded, well, like a robot. She'd say, "Hello, I hope you are having a good day. The weather is nice."
There's no emotion. It's hard to know if she's happy, bored, or being sarcastic.
Precisely. She wasn't conveying any feeling. English relies heavily on intonation, the music of the language, the rise and fall of your voice. Without it, you can sound uninterested or even unfriendly, even with perfect grammar. She wasn't connecting because her personality was trapped behind a wall of monotone delivery. We'll show you how to fix that.
These 3 mistakes, the Translator Trap, Perfectionist Paralysis, and the Monotone Robot, are what keeps so many learners stuck. But here's the good news. The drills we're about to share are designed to break you out of these traps. And the third drill we have for you is a game changer for building vocabulary and will literally save you 10 minutes of "what do I say" panic every day.
Okay, are you ready for the workout? It's time for the step-by-step solutions. Get your phone ready, but don't start recording just yet. First, just listen. Drill number 1 is the daily diary. This is the easiest, most low-pressure way to start. The goal is simply to build a habit. Once a day, open a chat with yourself on WhatsApp. Yes, you can do that. Or send it to a trusted friend. And just record a 30 to 60-second voice note about your day.
What do you even say? I think people get stuck here.
Keep it simple. You can say, "Today, for breakfast, I had," or "I just watched a really interesting video about," or "Right now, I am feeling a little tired because." The topic doesn't matter. The grammar doesn't have to be perfect. You are just getting your mouth and your brain used to producing English sounds. That's it. It's a warm-up.
I love that. No pressure. Okay, my turn. Drill number 2 is the Copycat Drill. Yanguse, parrot. This one is all about stealing in a good way. You're going to steal the rhythm and music of native speakers. Find a short audio clip, like a 10-15-second line from a movie on YouTube, a sentence from a podcast, or even from one of our DialogueBoost videos.
Yes, use us.
Hit record and try to copy it exactly. Don't just copy the words, copy the music. If the speaker sounds excited, you sound excited. If they sound serious, you sound serious.
This directly attacks that monotone robot problem we talked about. You are literally training your voice to be more dynamic and expressive in English. It feels silly at first, but it's incredibly effective.
But here's what most learners miss when they do this. They try to do it for too long. Keep the clips short. 5 to 15 seconds. That's the sweet spot.
Okay, on to my favorite, drill number 3, describe your world. This is your vocabulary superhero. This drill trains you to stop translating in your head. Wherever you are right now, your room, a cafe, the bus, pick one object, just one. It can be your coffee cup, your backpack, a plant. Now, set a timer for 30 seconds and record a voice note describing that object in as much detail as you can.
So if I pick my water bottle, I might say, "This is my water bottle. It's blue. It's made of metal. It's cold. It has a black cap on the top. I use it to stay hydrated."
Perfect. At first, it might be simple like that, but then you challenge yourself. The next day, you might say, "This is my stainless steel insulated water bottle. It has a matte blue finish and a leak-proof cap. It keeps my water cold for up to 12 hours. You're actively building and using new vocabulary related to your real life. When you do this, you deserve a mental high five.
This is so powerful. You're connecting words to real objects, not just abstract translations. Game changer. Okay, last one. Drill number 4. The Q&A solo conversation. The ultimate goal is conversation, right? But it can be scary to practice with a real person. So you're going to be both people. Find a list of conversation starter questions online. There are thousands. Pick one. For example, what's a skill you'd like to learn?
Okay, I have the question. Now what?
You hit record. First, you ask the question out loud. Then, you pause for a second, and then you answer it. Part 1, the question. So, Emily, what's a skill you'd like to learn? Part 2, the answer. That's a great question. I think I would love to learn how to bake really good bread. I've always wanted to make sourdough from scratch. You're practicing both asking and answering, creating the flow of a real conversation by yourself. It's a safe space to practice constructing sentences on the fly.
Okay, you've got the drills. These will build your foundation. But now we need to add the color, the personality. We're talking about tone, slang, and idioms. This is where you go from sounding like a textbook to sounding like a friend.
But Emily, slang and idioms are so scary. There are millions of them. What if I use them in the wrong situation? What if I sound stupid? I'm afraid I'll just confuse people more.
I get it. That fear is completely valid. It feels like a secret code you don't have the password to. So let's tackle that fear together. The key is not to learn 100 idioms. Start with just a few common, safe ones.
Okay, Coach. What are some safe ones?
Let's start with a classic. Instead of saying, "I'm very tired," you can say, "I'm beat." "Hey, thanks for the invite to the movie, but I'm gonna have to pass. I'm absolutely beat after a long week at work." See? It's casual. It's friendly. It's perfect for a voice note to a friend.
Okay, I like that one. Simple. What's another? How about one for greetings? Everyone just says, "How are you?"
Great point. A super common casual greeting is, "What's up?" or "How's it going?"
Hey man, what's up? Haven't heard from you in a while. Hope you're doing well. It immediately sounds more relaxed.
Exactly. And one more for today. Instead of a formal "you're welcome" or "it is not a problem," you can use "no worries." It's incredibly versatile. If someone thanks you, you can say, "No worries." If someone apologizes for being late, no worries. It's a gentle, friendly, "it's okay."
But this brings us back to that monotone robot problem. The words are only half the story. The tone is everything. Wait, Emily, Let me show you what happened to me last week with this exact issue. A friend of mine was supposed to meet me, but he canceled at the last minute. He sent a text, "So sorry, can't make it." I was a little annoyed, but it was fine. I sent back a voice note saying, "Okay, no problem." But I was distracted and I said it like this, "Okay, no problem."
Oof. That sounds like there is a problem. A big problem.
He called me immediately. He said, "Are you mad at me? You sound furious." I was so confused. I had to re-record it to show him I wasn't upset. I sent this instead. "Oh, hey, okay, no problem at all. No worries, we'll catch up next time."
See the difference? Worlds apart. The same words, totally different message. One feels like a punch, the other feels like a hug. This is why voice notes are so powerful. They let you practice and hear the emotional quality of your own speech.
Okay, enough talk. Theory is great, but action is better. We are going to do this right now, together. So grab your phone, open WhatsApp. Seriously, do it. Find that chat with yourself or a friend who won't judge you. We are going to do a 15-second describe your world drill. The topic? Your last meal. Breakfast, lunch, whatever. Don't overthink it. I'll go first. Here's my lunch today. Okay, so for lunch today, I had a pretty boring salad. It had some lettuce, some tomatoes, and a little bit of chicken. The dressing was okay. Not my best lunch. See? Imperfect. I said, it doesn't matter.
My turn. My breakfast. Ooh, okay. My breakfast was amazing. I had oatmeal with blueberries and a little bit of honey. It was so warm and delicious. The perfect start to the day.
Okay, now it's your turn. We're going to put a picture on the screen.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to describe this picture in a 15-second voice note. Don't write it down. Don't plan it. Just look at the picture and speak. We're going to give you a moment of silence.
Pause the video now. Go. Pausing now. You're doing amazing. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just try. We believe in you. Okay. Unpause. How did it feel? A little weird? A little scary? Good. That means you're stepping outside your comfort zone, and that is where growth happens. You just took a massive step forward.
Let's just take a moment to recap what we did today. We identified the traps of translation, perfectionism, and monotone delivery.
And we gave you 4 powerful, practical drills: the daily diary, the copycat, describe your world, and the Q&A to build your skills step by step.
But more importantly, you just took action. You spoke. You practiced. Today, you didn't just learn English. You gained freedom to connect. You took a step toward closing that gap between the person you are and the person you can express in English.
That feeling of being truly seen and heard is what this is all about. So here is your homework from the DialogueBoost family. We want you to send just one voice note today. Use one of the drills, send it to yourself, to a language partner, or to a friend.
And when you do it, come back here and leave a comment below saying, "I did it!" or tell us how it felt. We read every single comment, and your stories give us so much life.
If this video helped you today, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to DialogueBoost and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. We're going to be tackling one of the most requested topics: how to handle small talk at parties without being awkward.
Thank you so much for joining us. Keep practicing. You've got this.
See you next time.